good for the one who stands before you to stand beside you. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Yeah, so we would like to welcome the Familia Albino and Familia Dos Santos y Casa de Mona Lisa y Felipe. Obrigado. Andrea Familia también. Obrigado.
First, to the family and friends gathered here today, we welcome you here to share the joy of Marcia Roberta Dos Santos Oliveira and Philip William Canado Jr. as they pledge their vows of marriage. Each of you were invited to be here. Each of you joining us here by live stream were invited to be here because you represent someone important in their individual and collective lives. So let us all join in our love and support of Marcia and Phil with our best wishes for their everlasting happiness. Marcia and Phil, today we celebrate the power of your love and the strength of your bond. Before we begin, I'd like to invite you to take just a moment to look out at all the friendly faces surrounding you here today. And know that all are here to offer their love, support, and encouragement as you embark on this incredible journey together. As the Bible reminds us in 1 Corinthians 13, if I have the gift of prophecy, and I can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. This afternoon we've come together not to mark the start of a relationship, but to celebrate a love that already exists, and to further seal it with the exchange of vows and rings. Marcia and Phil, today is a celebration of your commitment to standing by each other forever. You pledge to each other to be a family, and your confidence in the future together brings you before us today to enter into marriage. Let's take this moment to celebrate the love that you share, which is the foundation for your married life ahead. This unconditional love is made up of many properties, 3 of which I'd like to celebrate today: acceptance, understanding, and appreciation. The first property is acceptance. If you love a person, you accept that total person. Love is finding someone you're willing to work for and finding someone who's willing to work for you. It's simple, yet so hard to achieve. In short, love accepts. And all of us here are incredibly happy to see the love and acceptance that the 2 of you have shared and will continue to share with one another. The second property that makes up this unconditional love is understanding. Sometimes being understanding is more important than being right. Understanding is deeper than knowledge. There are many people who know you, but few who understand you and demonstrate that understanding through their actions. And being understanding and kind with one another is key to your future together. Fortunately, you're both in very good hands. And the final property that makes up this unconditional love is appreciation. Nothing is nicer than having someone who appreciates you in the smallest things. Someone who celebrates you in good times and comforts you when you're troubled. Someone who loves you no matter what and is simply happy for having you in their life. As C.S. Lewis explains, a friend is someone who knows the song in your heart and can sing it back to you when you've forgotten the words. Marcia and Phil, today, you're both standing across from your biggest fan. The compatibility that the 2 of you share is obvious, and I trust that you'll continue to respect one another and pull out the greatness from within each other. Ladies and gentlemen, unconditional love exists in each of us. It's a part of our inner being, and this unconditional love that Phil and Marcia share is everlasting. It's loving your partner beyond your limits and theirs. It's seeing your partner in all of their magic and reminding them of it when they may have forgotten. It's a love that never fails any test. This unconditional love is when you would wholeheartedly do anything for your partner. You would do it without them even asking, and you would do it because you want to, because they mean that much to you. And what a beautiful feeling it is to have found that someone. Marcia and Phil, you came together by chance, but today you're making a choice. Phil, the one whom you hold by the hand, is to be your wife. Phil, are you ready to take Marcia as your wife to live together with her in a growing marriage? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor, and keep her, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only for her as long as you both will live? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
And Marcia, the one whose hands you hold is to be your husband. Marcia, are you ready to take Phil as your husband to live together with him in a growing marriage? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor, and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only for him as long as you both will live? If so, please say, I do. Phil and Marcia, we're here in this beautiful setting to make your relationship permanent and official by vowing to commit to the highest promises of love and devotion two people can make to one another. Phil, please repeat after me. I, Phil, take you, Marcia,
I Phil take you, Marcia,
to be my wedded wife,
to be my wedded wife,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
having a hold from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
sickness and in health,
until death do us part.
till death do us part.
Phil, at this time, I'd like to invite you to share your personal vows to Marcia.
Oh. Wonderful. All right. So, Marcia, I promise that I will not read to you vows that I have Googled or gotten from ChatGPT.
Márcia, eu prometo que eu não vou pegar a minha falsa no ChatGPT ou no Google.
So every day, my goal will be to make your day better.
Todos os dias, a minha meta vai ser fazer o seu dia mais feliz.
I'll be your best friend, your biggest support.
Eu vou ser o seu melhor amigo e o seu maior suporte.
I will always put your needs before mine. When you're cold, I'll keep you warm.
When you are cold, I keep you warm.
When you're warm, it's Texas, so just deal with it.
Quando estiver quente, quando estiver frio, eu vou te manter aquecida, porque afinal aqui é o Texas.
I'll show you every day that I know I'm blessed that you choose to live with me. Have a life with me.
I'm happy that eu estou feliz que você escolheu eu para estar ao seu lado.
Thank you, Phil. And Marcia, this time, please repeat after me. I, Marcia, take you, Phil,
Marcia, take you, Phil,
to be my wedded husband,
to be my wedding husband,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from these days
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for
for
poorer,
rich or for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and health,
until death do us part.
and death do part.
Marcia, at this time, I'd like to invite you to share your personal vows to Phil.
Okay. Phil, eu sempre digo que Deus é Deus que cuida de detalhes.
Phil, I always said that God is a God that thinks on details.
E nós somos a prova viva que Ele soube o tempo certo de tudo acontecer.
And we are the life proof that God knew the right time of de tudo acontecer.
Para chegar até aqui, Deus sabia o caminho que passaríamos, que precisaríamos percorrer até o momento que as nossas vidas se encontrassem.
In order to arrive here, God knew the path that we need to cross until our life get crossed.
Para agora receber a bênção do nosso casamento.
Until now, get the blessing of our wedding.
Você apareceu na minha vida como um sol depois de muitas tempestades.
You show up in my life like a sun after a thunderstorm.
Veio para curar feridas e a confirmação que aqueles que confiam no Senhor nunca estão desamparados.
And you came as to think and confirm that those ones that believe in God always will have them. I always have Him around.
E que o tempo certo, tudo aquilo que Ele prometeu, Ele cumpriu.
And in the right time, everything that God promised, He delivered.
Eu nunca achei que eu encontraria alguém como você, que amaria como eu amo você hoje.
I never thought that I would find someone like you and the way that I love you.
Você chegou de repente, quando eu menos esperava e de uma maneira totalmente diferente.
You came as when I didn't expect it and in a completely different way.
Você mudou tudo. Você mexeu comigo desde a nossa primeira conversa.
And everything changed since our first contact.
Eu lembro de ficar esperando ansiosa por cada mensagem sua.
I remember when I was waiting very anxious each message from you.
Você conseguiu despertar em mim algo que ninguém tinha feito antes. Me fez sentir coisas que eu achava impossível e hoje eu pago a minha língua, mas pago feliz.
You make me. Can you read again?
Um pedaço. Você me fez.
Você conseguiu despertar em mim algo que ninguém tinha feito antes.
You make me realize feelings that I haven't felt before,
Me fez sentir coisas que eu achava impossível
and make me feel things that I thought that was impossible.
e eu paguei a minha língua,
And I beat my tongue or I eat my words
mas
every
paguei
day,
feliz.
but I do that in a halfway.
Eu tenho certeza que você foi resposta das minhas orações.
I'm very sure that you were the answers from my prayers,
Exatamente como eu pedi para Deus.
exactly as I asked for God.
Homem companheiro, carinhoso e amigo. Eu te amo.
A good friend, a good company, and I love you.
Marcia? Well, ladies and gentlemen, a wedding ring is a symbol of a love that never ends. It's the joining of two lives and hearts. And it's giving us the promise that the future years will bring a love that will continue like the circle of a ring. Well, Marcia, your rings are precious for many reasons, but one of them is that you wear them with love. They symbolize who you are, where you've been, and where you're going. May we have the rings? Phil, at this time, I'd like to invite you to take Marcia's ring and place it on her ring finger and repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I marry you
I marry you.
and bind my life to yours.
By my life to yours.
It is a symbol of my love,
It's a symbol of my love,
my friendship,
my friendship,
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
Thank you, Phil. And Marcia, at this time, I'd like to invite you to take Phil's ring and place it on his ring finger and repeat after me as well.
Okay.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I marry you
I marry you
and bind my life
and bind my life
to yours.
to yours.
It is a symbol
It's a symbol
of my love,
of my love,
my friendship,
my friendship,
and the promise
and I promise you
of all my tomorrows. Of all my tomorrows.
all, okay.
Of all
all
my
my
tomorrows.
tomorrows. Sorry.
Well, Marcia and Phil, because you have pledged your commitment to one another, exchanged your vows, and joined hands in the exchanging of rings, by the authority vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Phil, you may kiss the
Just married.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce for the very first time as a married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Philip Canado.
Obrigada a todos que estão aqui, obrigada à minha família que não pôde estar aqui presente, mas eles sabem que eu amo de paixão mesmo, cada um deles que estão aqui presente comigo pelo vídeo, minhas amigas, depois eu ligo para falar um oi, que agora o nervosismo tá grande.
Hey, and so, not only is this our last day, but we're here to make everyone's dreams come true. So they'll come around and take your order, but feel free to help yourself to the buffet.
Ah, bem.